This is Town Square Sunday on demand. And now, 1420 WBSM's Jim Phillips.
This morning, we welcome Joe Ritter from the New Bedford Fishing Heritage Center. Joe joins us every few weeks to share what's happening at the Heritage Center, this time for the months of June and July. Welcome once again, Joe. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Jim.
All right. First off, we want to provide a bit more information about something we teased during the last time we spoke, which we think was in April.
That's right.
The Ernestina Morrissey public sale. We have dates now, June, July, and August. Tickets are going fast.
We have slightly fewer tickets, yeah.
Tell us about the run on this. It's been quite exciting, I guess.
It's been incredible in the office, Jim. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been even more fun to see the enthusiasm from our members and our community and people from across the state who are interested in attending these sales. What these are a trio of sales that we are doing in partnership with the schooner Ernestina Morrissey, one of the gems of the New Bedford port here, and has been a historic resource here in Massachusetts for decades now. And we've partnered with them to offer 3 public sales throughout the summer, one in June, one in July, and one in August. At this point, I can say that we have sold out the June and July sales, but we still do have a few tickets left for August. So if you act right now, you could still get on board.
Okay, how can people get tickets?
So tickets are available exclusively through the Fishing Heritage Center's website. You can visit our calendar feature on our website, and you'll find a link to the ticketing page. Tickets are going for $60 for members of the public, but if you're an FHC member, you receive a 20% discount. So if you are currently a member, you want to become a member, maybe your membership is lapsed, give us a call at the Fishing Heritage Center, 508-993-8894, and we will help you get your 20% discount on those tickets.
The schooner Ernestina, which is based in New Bedford for much of the summer, has a wonderful historic connection to both the city and Cape Verde.
That's right.
It's quite a vessel with a history that I'm sure you'll hear a lot about if you're lucky enough to have a ticket to get on board the cruises. Mm-hmm. Clearly, it's something that I know New Bedford is proud of, the Cape Verdean community very proud of, and we're glad to see it here for the summer, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Lots of talk about oysters coming up in the month of June.
That's right.
Especially during the next AHA night on June 13th. Tell us about that.
Well, our next June AHA event is going to be, as you say, all about oysters. An evening of oysters, in fact, is what we're calling that. So in anticipation of one of our upcoming events, which we could talk about here in a little bit, our first inaugural Oyster Fest happening here in New Bedford, we've invited one of our South Coast local oyster growers to come talk about the work he's doing to push the oyster growing business farther into the 21st century. Dale Levitt of Blue Stream Shellfish and West Island Oysters will be stopping by the center from 7 to 8 o'clock that evening. That's June 13th, to talk about the history of growing oysters in Massachusetts and New England, and also have a bit of a discussion about the modern ways of growing oysters in our region. So we're really excited to have him, and he will actually be one of the oyster growers who's featured at our upcoming Oyster Fest, which will be happening that weekend.
That's right. On June 15th, you can enjoy New Bedford Oyster Fest, and that's going to be at Cisco Brewers, East Ronning French Boulevard, complete with lessons on how to shuck oysters. Mm-hmm. It's a day-long event. Is that right?
Well, it'll be happening from noon to 3. At Cisco's, but it's going to be both a culinary enjoyment and, as you say, educational too. So people will get to meet the growers. We have 7 oyster farmers who will be there representing, so you could taste the oysters that they are growing right here on the South Coast, and learn a bit about their business and even how to shuck oysters as well.
And this is kind of new. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever done an Oyster Fest before.
Not here in New Bedford. No. This is the first one here, so we're excited to be a part of it. And we're thankful for Cisco's for hosting the event and partnering with us. And we're also, I want to give a shout out to Explore New Bedford here in the city for helping us to really promote this event and get it out to all of their networks. We couldn't do it without them.
Yeah. And obviously having people there is important because
that's right.
That means they're going to buy. Is this a fundraising event for the Heritage Center?
It is, yeah. So ticket sales, a portion of that will go towards the center to help with our programming and events moving forward.
Okay. And are you selling tickets or?
We are. So the tickets are now on sale. They're $35 in advance. And then starting June 14th, which is the day before the fest, it will be $40. And then it will be $40 at the door as well. So you could purchase tickets at the center as well as through our website. You could also visit Cisco Brewer's website and purchase tickets through them as well.
And there'll be, besides oysters, food, drink available?
That's right. So along with your ticket of $35, that includes a sampling of half a dozen oysters from local oyster growers. Mm-hmm. You could also purchase additional oysters for $2 a piece. If you decide there's an oyster grower you like particularly well, if there's one you wanted to try more of, you could purchase more oysters at their table for $2. You also get one complimentary craft beverage. That's a beer or a canned cocktail provided by Cisco's. And if you arrive early, you can also get a souvenir shucking knife as a little bit of a souvenir from our inaugural event. So be sure to show up early.
Not for oysters, though. But
not for oysters?
Scallops.
Yeah.
I think I got it at the Fishing Heritage Center's waterfront event.
Yeah.
Working waterfront.
That's right. Yeah.
Those were
blast from the past, for sure.
Those were good times.
Absolutely.
You're listening to Town Square Sunday. I'm Jim Phillips. My guest is Joe Ritter, who's the program's manager at the New Bedford Fishing Heritage Center. Other events in June include a talk on the evolution of the fishing schooner. Justin Dimitri of Maritime Gloucester will be the speaker.
That's
right. About that?
Well, this summer, because of our partnership with the schooner Ernestina Morrissey, we've really had the opportunity with our programming to blend the past, the history of the fishing industry, along with the present day, which is our focus, as you know, at the Fishing Heritage Center. So we're offering a couple of events throughout the summer that pay homage to the past history of the fishing industry as well. And the first one will be on June 20th. That's a Thursday evening, with our special guest speaker, Justin Dimitri, who's going to be talking about the evolution of the fishing schooner from its early days in Gloucester and New Bedford, and how those schooners transitioned into the fishing vessels that we can see lining our waterfront today. So that will be a lot of fun. It'll be really informative. Tickets for that are $5, and if you're an FHC member, it's free of charge.
Okay, so, and again, you can get them through the website?
That's correct, or you can buy them in person at the Fishing Heritage Center as well.
Let's give the website address just for fun.
Sure, so it's www.fishingheritagecenter.org.
There you go. On June 25th, there'll be a class on sea glass jewelry with Melanie Massa as the instructor. The class will be limited now to 15 people. There is a cost for this class. Pre-registration is required. Tell us a little bit about sea glass jewelry.
Well, everybody loves a little sea glass here. It's summertime now. You could go down to the beach, collect your own pieces of sea glass. So what we're encouraging with this class is to bring your own sea glass and make jewelry with it. So Melanie Massa of Mermaid's Baubles, she'll be your instructor for this class. And she'll be guiding your hands as you learn how to make sea glass jewelry and wrapping that sea glass with wires. Now, don't worry if this is your first time attending this event. Don't be intimidated. Melanie will have everything you need made up in a little kit for you. So she'll include the wire cutters, the wire. She'll even have a couple basic pieces of sea glass in case you don't have any. But it's always more fun if you bring your own, right?
Sure.
So we'll be doing that on June 25th. That's a Tuesday. We do have a slight time change on that. It will be offered starting at 6 o'clock that evening.
Okay.
So it'll be a fun class.
Now it's pre-registration. I believe
That's right.
The charge for this class is $45, I believe.
That's right. So that's $45, and that will cover all of the materials you need to make at least one piece of jewelry, if not two, as well, during the class.
If you're a quick learner.
If you're a quick learner, that's right. Me, not so much, but that's why the class is available.
In July, the Something Fishy Summer Camp starts out again. This is a free week-long camp for third graders, and it will be in 2 sessions. The camp is more than just sitting around in an old building, for sure. This is something fishy, so you might imagine what it's about at least a little bit. Tell us about the camp.
Well, Jim, this is our 17th year hosting the Something Fishy Summer Camp in partnership with the New Bedford Whaling National Historic Park. And this is our opportunity to teach elementary students. This camp is for what we call rising third graders, so kids going into the 4th grade next semester. It's their opportunity to learn about the history, past and present, of the Port of New Bedford, starting back during the whaling era and moving all the way into learning about the present-day fishing industry right here in New Bedford. Mm-hmm. So over the course of a week, they'll go on field trips, they'll do art activities and see science demonstrations, and hear presentations from a number of our local partners, from SMAST, from Buzzards Bay Coalition, and they'll meet a couple of artists and storytellers here, all telling them about the history of this great port.
Okay, and the camp, again, it's free, which is an amazing thing as far as I'm concerned. Mm-hmm. It's wonderful that you're doing it. And how do folks enroll? Is enrollment still open?
Enrollment is still open. In fact, we just sent out the applications through the public school system earlier this week. So if you are a current third grader attending school in New Bedford, you have to be a New Bedford resident to participate. You will be receiving an application through your classroom this week. We also have applications available on our website as well. We have English version applications as well as Spanish and Portuguese language applications as well. So if you need additional resources to help you fill out your application, please feel free to reach out, give us a call, or visit us at the center. Applications are due Monday, June 10th for that camp. Yeah.
Okay. Author Cynthia Barrett will make an appearance at the Fishing Heritage Center on Wednesday, July 31st. She'll make a presentation on her book, 3 Sheets to the Wind. It's all about the oceans, boating, and fishing, and much more. How can folks get tickets to that?
So tickets will pop on our website, hopefully at the end of this week for that. Again, a really small admission price. It's $5 for members of the public, free for Fishing Heritage members. And this is a great opportunity to learn about the nautical and maritime origins of everyday terms and phrases that we use still to this day, because that's the focus of our book, looking at the nautical origins of all of our English language phrases, some of which you might not know, like filibustering and things like that. Yeah. Terms that I didn't realize had any nautical connection. Wow. So it should be a lot of fun. She'll also spend a little time talking about her maritime heritage, which is a big part of her process and evolution of writing this book, talking about her family's involvement in the maritime industry throughout the years. So it should be a really fun and informative presentation.
Joe, one more time on the Ernestina Morrissey public sales. The June and July sales are sold out.
That's right, unfortunately so.
And we've got some ready for August, some tickets for August 16th. Where do people go?
So they can visit our website where they can find the ticketing page for that site. And again, tickets are $60 for adults, $48 for FHC members.
And they have gone like hotcakes.
They really have. They really have. People are excited.
July.
Mm-hmm.
I think May 15th, they became available for sale. Mm-hmm. And here it is, beginning of June, and June and July are sold out. So
they're sold out.
If you're interested, act now.
That's right.
Act now. And one more thing, Joe, because there's always one more thing at the Fishing Heritage Center.
Of course.
For the event of the summer, September 17th, the Seafood Soiree at Cisco Brewers in New Bedford. They'll be going on sale in the month of July, so save the date.
That's right. Yeah, it's always one of the most anticipated events going on the New Bedford waterfront each and every year. It'll be happening again at Cisco Brewers, New Bedford, and it's always a blast. It's always a lot of fun.
So there you go. My guest has been Joe Ritter, the program manager for the New Bedford Fishing Heritage Center. It sounds like an exciting summer, Joe.
That's right.
We'll see you again in a month or two.
Thank you so much, Jim.
All right. That's it for Town Square Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks also to Mike Roberts and Tim Weisberg for their help in getting this program on the air and in our various social media sites. I'm Jim Phillips. Join us next week at Town Square Sunday. Until then, have a wonderful Sunday and a great week ahead.